Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Racing League's Manufacturers Saturday series. We are here for some more action in Ultimate Racing League, brought to you from Watkins, Glen in New York, America. We are sat here perched up on this fence as we are about to go through the starting grid for the first of two races that we're going to bring to you. There'll be two different videos. The first race we have the Gr4 cars as always, and the second race the Gr3 cars, all part of the Manufacturers League. Before I proceed to go down the grid and introduce everyone, be sure to smash that like and that subscribe button. Every little helps. And be sure to check out Ultimate Racing League on Facebook. So let's dip through the fence like you do, and we will introduce our contenders. So bringing up the back of the field, one of our newer members, we have Lebillion in his BMW, not the Need for Speed BMW, but it's a BMW M4, but it looks very much like the one from Need for Speed. So Lebillion, he'll be starting at the back. He'll be taking the medium tyres from the back, and hopefully making his way through as people maybe make some mistakes. And I don't need to see whose car this is, because we always know Hoyland's car. By now, we always expect some kind of either Looney Tunes, or in this case Woody Woodpecker, on Hoyland's car. Maybe he's just a big kid at heart, who knows. But Hoyland bringing up the second to last space on the grid on the racing soft tyres. Then we move forwards to Robert Racing. A little out of position for Robert. He really challenged Dan in the last round and nearly took a win off Dan, but things maybe didn't go so well in qualifying, who knows, or maybe it's just this track. But Robert will be starting down near the back. He'll be taking the racing soft tyres and trying to make his way through. Moving on to the medium shod Makita Drills car of Hawkeye, and I don't even need to look at my notes to know. Let's have a look at, let's put our face up to the window and see. Look at him, he's focused there. He's thinking about what he's going to do down into turn one. Oh, we've accidentally gone inside his car. Oh, we didn't want to do that, but there we go. We've got Hawkeye on the mediums, followed by a Ninky in his Porsche Cayman S, starting on the soft tyres. Moving further forwards, we have got the possessed car of Stealth. If you're 555, then he's 666. I hope he gets the reference. I do. Yes, some seriously satanic colours on that car there. And he will try to be making a devil of himself as he makes his way through, also starting on the soft tyres. Another soft starter, in fact most of them are starting on softs by the way, is Carlsberg, and of course I don't need to see the name above the car. Let's again poke our head through the window and let's have a look. He's got a matching helmet there, everything very green in the world of Carlsberg. If they did make liveries, they'd probably be the best in the world, especially when they've got Tesco on there. So moving up to the sharp end of the grid, we've got a new livery here for the Saint, and it nearly caught me out. I was thinking, who the bloody hell is this? But obviously he has got it on the side of the car there as well. So the Saint having a very good qualifying. Nice to see him up at the front with his all new livery. It's quite a nice livery. I wonder if this was custom made. Very blingy with the wheels. People seem to like the big wheels. Also starting on the soft tyres. And then we've got a keyboard captain who I've enjoyed some good races with recently, by the way. Shout out to Keyboard, very fair, very quick racer when he wants to be. So he will be starting with the front of the grid in sight in third place. He will be taking the advice of the sign. It says go bowling. Well, let's see. Maybe he'll muck off down into turn one. And we've got quite a long walk here now. Oof, my little legs. Two. IQCW4. I got that without looking at my notes. who's bucking the trend of soft tyres, starting on the mediums actually. So he's going to be looking in his rear view mirror quite a lot as he has the slower tyres at the start of the race. But something to note, by the way, and you'll see this as the race goes on, is that the soft tyres do not last long around Watkins Glen. It is one of the famous tyre-killing tracks in motorsports. I was going to say in Gran Turismo, but in motorsports anyway. Anyway, we've put off announcing our pole sitter. His first time on pole this season, as far as I'm aware. It is our host, Ruthless Rufus. Rufus taking a well-earned pole position around this very technical and difficult track. Let's see, maybe he drove it really well. It certainly seems like the Porsches are enjoying this track as well, but let's not take anything away from Rufus. Mega lap, congratulations on the pole position, and let's see if you can hold it down into turn one. So, without further ado, let's get going. And you join us here with the starter's siren about to go. There it goes, there's the bell, and Rufus gets us underway down to the start-finish line as he heads down here into turn one, a very tight right-hander with a lot of runoff area, very easy to get a penalty. Need to run the car just out, and everyone's staying very close within track limits there, no one wanting to push it. No one needing to on this opening lap. Rufus gets us away cleanly. IQC in second place, followed by Keyboard Captain, and the Saint is under pressure here from Carlsberg. Carlsberg could be having a run. He needs to stay in the tow. Can he keep it? And Stealth also about to gang up on the Saint as well. In fact, they're a bit further behind than we thought when we go on the onboard as they make their way through the bus stop chicane for the first time. The order is Rufus, followed by IQC, followed by Keyboard, and Carlsberg. They're getting a brilliant run out of the bus stop, but he cannot do anything with it. As we come down into the Coca-Cola corner, that's what I'm going to call it, because I don't have the corner names in front of me. We'll address that for the next race. But for now, make you do with my funny interpretations of the corner names. We'll go off board and we'll see what's happening around the rest of the grid. So Robert Racing into 7th place, but Hawkeye having a dive. Tom Daly would be proud of that dive. In fact, that's the exact same thing that I did to Murder Alex in my race. We'll call it the Alex dive. So Hawkeye up into 7th place. Ninky following in 9th. Hoyland and Lebillion. And Ninky going out wide there. I think Ninky's going to get a penalty for that, but he's already had a penalty in the fact that he lost time because of it. In fact, I think he's been very lucky there because the track limits are enforced quite strictly here. The Americans, they take their track limits very seriously, unlike the Abu Dhabians. We've got a bit of a run here from Stealth on the Saint going down into turn one. Let's go onto the nose camera and watch how it unfolds. Is he going for a dive? No, being very sensible. He cuts back to the inside, trying to get a better run out of the corner, and he does. That's exactly how you go through there, because you can gain so much more time on the exit of that corner than the way in, and that's exactly how you get past Stealth up into 4th place. Oh, for now anyway, because the Saint judges his cutback perfectly. The Saint just cutting inside, and this Porsche is known for its top speed. So we can see a bit of a traffic jam up ahead actually, and cars changing position. So we've got Keyboard past both ICQ and Rufus. So let's go back and see what happened. So how did this all unfold? So it was actually further around the lap. I appear to have missed it with the excitement with Ninky, and it was actually Rufus having to take a penalty. So let's see where he picked up that penalty first. So did he pick it up through the chicane? Oh, he seems okay with track. Oh, he's gone wide. And that will be it. That will be the track limits. So very unlucky. And then that is obviously going to get him all the way behind Keyboard Captain and IQC. So there we go, he has to take that penalty. Very painful penalties here. And look at this, 3 wide. It's a bit like my weight. I'm also 3 wide. A bit of contact there. Keyboard on IQC, whatever it is. and he holds on, but IQ is going up the inside, and he's managed to hold the move. So we missed all of this on the first lap, so I'm really sorry, and we'll watch it all again in its glory in the collector's cut, in the collector's edition DVD later on. Yes, that brings us round for the second time for the end of the first lap. Just a lot going on here, and let's just see now what happens down into turn 1 for these guys. So we saw what Stealth was up to. Keyboard thinking better of it as well. Is he just going to try and get a run? Yes. And he brings it back to the inside so quickly. He had so much extra grip there. So taking the inside on those racing soft tyres, but now he's got to hold off a very fast Porsche. These Porsches are quick in a straight line. Rufus is still there. Rufus had enough pace for pole, so I'm sure he can keep himself up at the sharp end of this grid. We are going 3 wide once again. It is just like going out on a date with me. It is 3 wide. And Rufus harrowing the back of IQC. Those soft tyres will be giving him so much more grip round there. Is he going to try and dive? Nope, he's not. He's just holding on for now. Stealth in 4th place. Managed to hold it together against the Saint. But the Saint coming back as well. So let's just try and keep this one in shot. Is the Saint going to go up the inside? No, it's too tight. It's too tight. And everyone just keeping their positions the same. Oh my God, I'm going to need a drink by the end of this one. If you could help me pay for my alcohol by subscribing, that would be great. So Carlsberg on Robert Racing on Carlsberg. Who knows which order they should be in, but Robert Racing comes out of that corner in front in 6th place. He's working his way through the grid, through the field. Actually we've got Rufus managing to get past ICQ blah blah blah. I'm just gonna call him IQ from now on. That's what I'm gonna say. IQ. So let's see what happens. So Rufus just gets him onto the brakes, into the tight right-hander at the bottom of the hill. I am going to have to come up with some comedy names for these corners because I don't have a track map in front of me. Yep, he keeps on the back now, and he's going to try and go for a move up the inside. I think no, he doesn't. He thinks better of it. He is on the medium tyres, so his time will come, and that will be nearer to the end of the race. So we can see a tiny bit of tyre wear starting to build up. It's only 2 laps in, but the tyre wear is going to be a problem around here, trust me. You will see. Unless the hosts forgot to set tyre wear. That has happened before. Robert under pressure here from Carlsberg. Carlsberg making a look up the inside, and he runs wide as a result of that. And we can see in the background also Hoyland running wide there. Is Hoyland going to get a penalty? I've just seen yes, and Carlsberg as well. Do not run wide there. The Americans don't take kindly to it. So there's a keep off the grass sign down there and everything, you know. You really can't go down there. So Robert Racing, let's watch him as he takes so much curb there. That's a perfect line through there. That is beautiful to watch him go through the bus stop chicane there. Exactly the way it should be taken. And now we come down to my least favourite corner on any racetrack ever, because this corner has a massive gradient change which changes the way the car handles. It's so hard to pick up where you pick up the throttle through there. We'll go on board later on the race and we'll take a look at how different people are taking it. And then we've got the opposite of that corner here where we go up a bit of a corkscrew almost. Carlsberg having to take his penalty. Same with Hoyland. And look at the front left of Carlsberg's car. This is not a track where you want a front engine car, unfortunately. Hawkeye on the other hand, well, he's on the mediums, so of course there'll be no wear there. Let's see. Oh, we just pick up IQ, having a low IQ moment there. He hit the barrier hard, and Stealth says thank you very much. And the Saints thinking of getting into a Saint, which we're just to point out, IQ used to be called the Saint before the Saint was called the Saint. So the Saint he ain't. but almost getting himself into a battle there with Saint. I think IQ is still in a very strong position though here, because he is only a couple of seconds behind the race leader, and he is on the medium tyres. It will be a difficult judgment call for him to decide though when to pit, because he doesn't know how long those softs are going to last. And the softs already starting to get a little bit worn on Stealth's car as well, nowhere near as bad as that Lexus. As we see Rufus now in pursuit of Keyboard Captain. Keyboard holding it out front. By the way, I do realise I haven't pointed this out. Itsumi Dan is AWOL for this race. He wasn't able to make it. Keyboard just getting a load of grass on the track there, by the way. I hope he's going to sweep that up afterwards. But yes, Dan decided, you know what, I've won about 5 or 6 races in a row. Let's give everyone else a chance. So anyone can win tonight. I mean, anyone can win when Dan's taking part, obviously, but so far they haven't. If the cameraman can get his act together, I want to see this. Hoyland is having a go here on Hawkeye. Ninky having a very quiet race as well, very much off the radar here. Oh, more grass getting thrown up there. Hawkeye taking Hoyland. Almost called him Holland. That's what my phone calls him when I try to record, like transcribe these videos. Keeps calling him Holland for some reason. And actually, just down in the back there, Labillion really struggling, but he can keep everyone in sight. He should be able to have a good second half of the race. And this is a track that is very hard to learn. This, I think, is one of the tracks that really rewards smooth driving. You've got to really know when you can get on the Pittsburgh pitting already, and I don't blame him. To make those soft tyres last just 4 laps. This might be a problem for him for fuel here, because it is awfully early to be pitting. So he might have to make that fuel last now with a bit of fuel saving. But we've got Ninky now having a go at Hoyland here. So he's, Ninky having a bit of a bump there. Always hard to know where the cars are when they go up the hill there. The track is really narrow up that hill as we go towards the bus stop chicane. And is Hoyland having a think? No, he's done the sensible thing, because if you try and outbrake someone into there's a good chance you're just going to murder them. Taking a tighter line, but you can just see how hard it is to judge when to get on the power. Let's watch him through here, braking at the 100, and he's on the marbles. He's on the marbles there, no grip out there. It needs to be taking the inside of that corner to be on the racing line, as we see Ninky having a look at the back of Hawkeye here. Interesting thing that Hawkeye's car is front wheel drive, so it will handle very differently to the rear wheel drive Porsche behind him. Don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. I've not driven that Volkswagen, but yes, it is a front wheel drive car. We've got Robert. Oh, look at Robert's tyres as well. Oh, Robert having similar problems here. And let's have a look at Keyboard. Keyboard looked after his tyres, and he's in the same car as Robert. So you can see Rufus having a bit of wear as well, but about the same with Stealth. And Saint here having a go at Stealth, so let's just go on board and watch. I'm trying to get the car in the shot, but it won't let me, so we'll have to do it from this jaunty angle. He's managed to hold on to it. There we go, that's the angle I wanted to show you. He's gone wide. He's gone wide, and well, actually he's gone wide, but then he's managed to hold the inside. But I think the Saint's going to get him here, and the other Saint is now forming a Saint's train. IQ just following through. That rhymes. And oh, are they going to get through? Yes, they did. Very well judged, because when you're that narrow to the corner, you've got so little room for error with your braking point. So really good. IQ could be really in the driving seat here, because look at that front left for the Saint. That will be starting to cost him some lap time now. Is he going to go for a dive? Is he going to go for a dive? Yes, he is. He's going for it. Ah, I've lost it on the camera. There we go. Yeah, he's got him. He's got him. He's up into third place. We got most of that move on camera. I think that was a pretty good move, to be honest. Yeah, that was a classic ducking underneath. The best place to duck is underneath. Rufus, I think he's got to be thinking about pitting this lap, and Keyboard, I don't know whether he's going to pit, but I'd be tempted. Look at the lap time, a 1:58.8. That is 2 seconds a lap slower, and yes, he said enough is enough. So we'll watch the cars to make sure that nobody goes across the line, and obviously, well, we've got a penalty here for the other Saint. So very hard pit entry here, and Minky obviously not pitting. I thought for a second he'd got it really wrong. The first of our pitters, Robert. Oh, actually no, Carlsberg's the first of the pitters, but the first of the other pitters other than Carlsberg is Robert, and he's out here having a battle with Hawkeye. Hawkeye pitting the same lap, and Hawkeye on the soft tyres now. Maybe he can be a bit of a menace in that stripped out Volkswagen. Yeah, he's close behind. Stealth exiting the pits, and I think that's for mediums. Yes, it's for mediums. And the Saint having to take a second penalty for something. It's quite a harsh penalty. It must be for track limits. So that is going to ruin his chance to get a undercut or switchback on IQ. So we've got Stealth, Robert and Hawkeye all together here, and Robert will be much more confident on the brakes, I think. He's got a slipstream as well. He set a purple first sector with the slipstream, and there we go, he goes up. He knows where to brake, because he's driven a lap already on these medium tyres, and he's already got a feel for them, whereas Stealth will be learning them on this out lap. Hawkeye just holding, and the Saint going really wide, just gifting Robert a place here. Hopefully Saint won't defend. He doesn't, because I was going to say you've got a penalty, so you're going to fall behind anyway. Saint not liking these medium tyres. He's just slamming the dashboard right now, going, why did I get this penalty? What have I done wrong? Carlsberg, really let down by his car, I must say. I think Carlsberg has picked a very uncompetitive car. It wears out its tyres so fast, this car. It has done all season. I don't think it's Carlsberg's driving. I think it is literally just the car. And Hoyland there, bringing up last place. That means that Labillian's gone AWOL. Well, he's here. We found him. He was not pitting, so he'd made his way up the order by virtue of not having pitted, but he does now have to pit and put some fuel in. We'll not watch them put the fuel in, because they just stand there watching the car. Hawkeye having a go at Stealth into turn 1. And the sun getting in our eyes. Where's my sunglasses? He's going to get underneath him, is he? Well, I would be looking to try and get in the toe, but getting the toe of Robert Racing in front and use that to overtake, that's what I would do. And I think that is what he's done here. Hawkeye being on the racing softs as well. I think he's going to have the inside here. And he does. Oh, how close do you want to go to the barrier? That was some seriously close stuff there. But Stealth looking a bit more switched on through that corner there, and maybe wanting the place back already, having a half look at the inside there. But let's go back to the front, where we've got IQ, who hasn't pitted yet. He doesn't need to, because he's on the mediums, followed by another medium runner, Minky, who also didn't need to pit. And then we've got the possible net leader of the race. I say possible because we don't know what could happen with IQ when he comes out of the pits. And I think IQ's gone into the pits as well. Let's just back it up and just check his pit entry, make sure that he doesn't make a mistake. So let's see, he's not allowed to touch that yellow line. If you touch that yellow line, Gran Turismo treats you as a complete cheater. Ninky staying out, so Ninky's really... Oh, he's got a half a second penalty for something. I didn't see what for, or what 5 for that matter. But Keyboard Captain then should come through, I think, and take the lead here. But it does depend on how quickly IQ can get his car serviced. Yes, IQ dropping down now, but IQ will have the fastest tyres for the final part of the race, and the chase is on. Let's see. Put a comment down below if you think IQ can win this race. Call it out now, and we'll see whether you're right or wrong. Robert having a bit of a recovery drive from his slow qualifying performance, so he's managed to get himself up into 5th place. And something has happened, I think, to Hawkeye, because he was in the fight and he's not in the fight anymore. So let's just see what happened to him. He was right up there. So I'm struggling to see where he was. So he was out in front here, and he's just understeering like a front wheel drive does, and then Gran Turismo giving him a penalty for the pleasure of doing that as well. He's now tight to the inside here with the Saint right up his chuff. And Saint on the medium tyres though, so I guess he's just going to have to hold back and see what happens here. So let's go off board. And Hawkeye again, terminal understeer. And this is the problem with front wheel drive cars, is that once you get some tyre wear on the fronts, you can't accelerate very easily. And I think that's what's happening to Hawkeye here. This is a track that wears out the fronts very heavily. And yes, I think very unlucky. Oh, Carlsberg's going to get a penalty for that, even though it was a good save. I'm sure that was track limits. Yep. And let's go back up to the front. Ninky with a penalty. Keyboard now into net second place with Rufus in net first place with Rufus in net second. And then this is the guy who we need to keep an eye on. He's the guy who could ruin the party for Rufus at least, and maybe for Keyboard. It all depends what sort of lap times he can put in now on these soft tyres. They must feel so good after laps on mediums. We've got Robert holding off Stealth, both on the same tyres and both actually in the same car as well. So this should be a fairly equal dogfight between the two of them. And Stealth having a very good race, this race so far. Much better showing than Abu Dhabi. So yeah, he's setting a personal best on this lap as well, 3 tenths up on his Delta, which is impressive to say. He's on the mediums as well. You'd expect usually not to be setting personal bests once you're on the slower tyre. Both cars running wide there. I think they might have just kept it in though. They might have just. And Stealth didn't. So that's how unfair it is, because I could swear they both did the same thing there, yet Stealth gets a penalty and Robert didn't. So, yep, that's ouch. IQ taking 3rd place now off Ninky once the pit stops have been taken care of. Where is Ninky going to come out of the pits? Well, at least 6th, 7th. It's falling down the order. It's a slow pit exit here. I think IQ is going to have to put in some serious lap times here to have a chance of winning this. So 1:57.2 from Rufus, and we haven't seen a lap time from IQ yet on the softs, because he's just done his outlap. Rufus is actually, I think, he's matching. I was going to say something down Keyboard, but he's actually matching him very closely. There was just 2 tenths between them on the penultimate lap, and then on the last lap, just a tenth between them, less than a tenth actually. So really just matching each other. We've got Robert racing here in 4th place followed by Stealth in 5th. And let's just see down the order now that people have pitted. Where is everyone? So Hawkeye still holding on to 8th place, but that car rapidly has disintegrating tyres, and he's wondering how he's going to drag it around for another 3.5 laps. Colesberg having similar problems, though, must be said. That front left on that on that Lexus looking really sketch. We've got Lebillion some distance back, and then Hoyland having some kind of dramas that we've not seen. He's fallen all the way back. His last lap 2 minutes 33 seconds. Maybe he went to the bathroom or something. We will never know, because I'm not going to rewind it. Meanwhile, Gr4 captain leading the race from Rufus. Rufus not being able to convert pole position into a race win just yet, but Rufus did set the fastest lap on that lap, but it was quickly removed by IQ, who went 7/10 of a second faster. So IQ gaining at 7/10 of a second per lap. Keyboard doing a 1:57.6, a 1:56.7 for Rufus though. Rufus is flying here. He sets a personal best first sector as well. Rufus will be just watching. Oh, and a penalty for Gr4 captain. Oh no! And Rufus nearly followed him there, but he just backed out of it. He just jinked to the side and went, nope, you know what, I'm not going to take that rumble strip, because now Gr4 captain is going to come right into the clutches of Rufus, who will live up to his name and be ruthless. I think he's actually changed his name. I could swear it used to say Ruthless Rufus. I've not made that up myself. So let's see, is he going to just ghost his way past, or is he going to have to fight? No, he can just waltz past. There you go, bish bash bosh. Easy overtake with the penalty. But now the threat is in the background here, and he is going to have his foot flat down his IQ. You can see the leaders. He's only got 2.25 laps to close them in though, so time is not in his favour. You can see them though, and oh, he's had a slow lap as well. He must have had a penalty, or 1.4 seconds off the pace. So I think he's just let it slide, unfortunately. And then we've got Stealth in 4th place. Having a brilliant race here with Robert Racing, both in the same car, both on the same tyres, so this is as equal as it gets. But Ninky pulling out, wow, Ninky at the last second there with a brilliant run out of the final corner, and Robert is fighting it all the way, but he's going to have to admit defeat, I'm afraid. Ninky could now be up into 4th place by the end of the straight. Let's see, is he going to get a slipstream of Stealth? That Porsche is mighty in a straight line. It's one of the reasons the Porsche is the car to have around here, because of how long this hill is. He's already doing 137 to 135 of Stealth. So let's just go on board. In fact, my analog stick was jammed. Oh, he's managed to even lose the place to Robert, or can he hold the inside? Can he hold the inside? And he needs to be flat out after you pass the I Love New York sign. Robert's going to have the inside for the next corner here. But he's persevering around the outside. In fact, he's on soft tyres, which will be helping. Is he going to have a dive? Oh, he's thinking about it. I nearly did. Well, I tried to do that on Alex in my race, and I murdered him. Sorry, Alex. But Ninky showing how it's not done. Don't go and throw your car up the inside of someone there, because it's stupid. So he didn't do it, unlike me. Rufus is right on, well, hang on, right on the back of Keyboard. So Keyboard's got past him. I've missed that. So let's go back and watch it. So what happened? Did Rufus get a penalty, or did he just have a moment? Well, it was coming out of this, whatever this corner is. I'm going to call it the horseshoe. Maybe it is called the horseshoe. Who knows? And Keyboard all over the back bumper. Is Keyboard just going to go for a dive? He doesn't. He doesn't go for a dive. He just keeps to the inside. Rufus is on the marbles. That's why. Rufus, there's no grip out there, my friend. There is no grip out there. Is he going to try and make a comeback now? Well, he doesn't, does he? Because we saw at the end of the lap. But he's trying. He tried to squeeze up the inside there, but he just couldn't. We'll go back to this battle anyway and just see what Ninky does next. So back over to the Ninky situation, let's call it. Actually, I'm just going to switch and just see if anyone else is doing anything now. They're all quite far apart. So Ninky on Robert. Can he get him? Well, there's no real overtaking opportunities in this final sector, must be said. All sideways there, Ninky. And Robert holding on to 5th place for dear life. Robert knows that this is his best chance to pick up some points against Dan, because Dan is somewhere else tonight. Let's speculate where he is and what he's doing with his Saturday night in the comments. Funniest suggestion, wins nothing. So Ninky is up the inside this time, but he can't quite get the undercut. The smart thing to do here is to use the toe, but I don't think he's going to wait. Actually, he doesn't need to wait. He doesn't need that toe. He can just slot himself there now. Is Robert going to say thank you for the toe and just pop out of the slipstream? Yeah, Ninky could be putting himself in danger here if he's not careful. Because Robert will have a brilliant view of Ninky's bumper. Who's going to be the last of the late breakers? It is Robert. He absolutely mugs him, and that is why he should wait. That is why he should wait for the toe. But credit to Robert, that was some skill on the brakes there. It takes a lot of precision to not murder the other driver when you do that. And that's one of those moves where if you don't pull it off, you look pretty stupid. So massive cojones there. Let's follow the battle for the lead though. Who's going to win this race? It is a 2-horse race, but we've got a 3rd horse in the background looking very hungry and ready to pounce. I think that mistake for IQ would have well, basically just denied him being in this battle. Whatever cost him 1.5 seconds on his lap, on his last lap, really denied him the chance to be right in the mix. So we've got Rufus having to hold on to 2nd place, but it's going to be a run to the line, I think. Who is going to have it over the line? It is Keyboard Captain, I think. Yes, it is. It is a hair apart, and then a big gap back to Stealth. What a finish. That was very close. We needed one more lap, didn't we? There's Stealth there, and then Ninky didn't manage to get past Robert, and he got a penalty. So Robert holding on to 5th, Ninky 6th. So, and then we go all the way back down to Colesberg, whose tyres have exploded yet again, and he's just about managed to hold off the Saint, whose race seems to have unfolded from a promising start. And we've got another car here with a flat tyre, with Hawkeye, and then Labillion bringing it round for 10th place. And then we just got Hoyland, who has had some kind of dramas somewhere. It's a shame, but his pace was actually pretty good. 157.1, only being the 2nd off the fastest lap and on mediums. So Hoyland showing potential, just maybe having some off-camera disaster whilst we were making crap jokes. So there we go. Our race winner, Keyboard Captain, followed by Rufus, followed by IQ. I hope you found that exciting. Gran Turismo is going to kick me out of the replay, thank you. So be sure to tune in for part 2 in the next video, where we're going to be in more powerful machines, and just to mix things up, the fast people have to start at the back. So, you know, I'm going to have to find a second mouth to keep up with all of that commentary. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to at least like the video. Let's get me trending on the algorithm. I'm going to beat Mr. Beast this week, I just know it. And please do consider subscribing, because every little helps. I have been Panic at the Tesco. I bid you adieu.